Have you ever wondered how to truly align your energy with the life you deeply desire and keep it that way? There's a hidden truth woven into the universe. A truth so mysterious that even Einstein described it as spooky action at a distance. Quantum physics reveals that one particle can instantly affect another, no matter how far apart they are, whether separated by miles, light years, or even across entire galaxies. Now imagine this. What if your own thoughts carried the same power? What if the patterns buried in your subconscious weren't just influencing your daily life, but were already linking you to a future you haven't yet lived? This isn't fantasy. This is the reality of quantum entanglement. And today, we're stepping into the space where science and the subconscious meet, because once you understand this, it could completely transform the way you experience your reality. For generations, we were taught to believe that the mind and the physical world had nothing to do with one another, that our thoughts were trapped inside our heads, with no power to shape the reality around us. But then came quantum physics, and with it, that old belief was shattered. Scientists uncovered something extraordinary. Reality does not behave the way we once imagined. The tiniest building blocks of existence don't sit still in one place. They shift, they flicker in and out of being. They even change simply because they are observed. And perhaps the strangest discovery of all? They can become entangled, bonded together, beyond the limits of space and time. Now think about it. If particles can connect in this mysterious way, what's stopping entire systems, or even consciousness itself, from doing the same? What if your subconscious mind is already intertwined with your future? What if the life you dream about is not just a vision, but a reality you are already connected to on the deepest quantum level? Quantum entanglement is one of the most astonishing breakthroughs in modern science. When two particles become entangled, they no longer behave as separate objects. They act as if they are parts of the very same system, no matter how much distance lies between them. Shift the state of one, and the other responds instantly, even faster than the speed of light. This mystery was so unsettling that Einstein himself labeled it spooky action at a distance. Yet countless experiments have confirmed it to be real. Now here's the incredible part. If the universe itself is pure energy, and entanglement is one of its deepest laws, then why would your own thoughts and emotions be any exception? What if your subconscious mind is already entangled with the future you long to experience? What if your energy, your beliefs, your emotions, your deepest desires isn't just shaping your reality, but already linked to the version of you that is living your ultimate dream? In this very moment, whether you're aware of it or not, your subconscious mind is constantly sending out signals into the quantum field. Every single thought, every belief you hold, every emotion you feel radiates energy. And this isn't just a poetic idea. Science has shown us that even this simple act of observation alters reality at the smallest quantum level. If that's true for particles, why wouldn't it also be true for you? Here's the catch. Most of this programming isn't something you consciously choose. You didn't sit down and decide what to believe about wealth, love, success, or happiness. Your subconscious has been shaping those beliefs all along. And this is where quantum entanglement becomes deeply personal. If your subconscious is already connected to your future, the real question is, which future are you aligning with? One of abundance, health, and limitless success, or one filled with scarcity, struggle, and limitation? Think of your subconscious like a powerful radio antenna, always transmitting and receiving frequencies. Neuroscience has shown us that the brain generates electromagnetic waves that reach far beyond the physical body. And many researchers now suggest that consciousness itself may actually be a field of energy, constantly interacting with the universe around us. That means your mind isn't just trapped inside your skull, it's plugged into something infinitely greater. Just as entangled particles share information instantly across vast distances, your mind can also connect with future possibilities before they ever unfold. But here's the catch. If your subconscious is programmed with fear and scarcity, it will keep you locked into a future of lack. If it's programmed with confidence and abundance, you align yourself with breakthroughs, opportunities, and success. The tragedy is that most people never take the time to reprogram this connection. They wake up each morning recycling the same old thoughts, the same emotions, and the same limiting beliefs, unknowingly trapping themselves in the very reality they wish to escape. But the good news is, you have the ability to shift all of this. And the evidence comes from one of the most groundbreaking experiments in quantum physics, the famous double-slit experiment. When scientists fired electrons at a barrier with two slits, the results were shocking. The particles didn't behave in a predictable, logical way. Instead of choosing one slit or the other, they acted like waves, existing in multiple places at the same time. But here's the twist. When those particles were observed, everything changed. They collapsed into a single fixed reality. In other words, the very act of observation altered the outcome. Now imagine what that means for you. If simply observing particles can change reality, what do you think happens when you direct your focus toward a specific future? Your subconscious mind is already observing, projecting, and collapsing endless possibilities into your reality. The real question is, are you consciously choosing what you focus on? Or are you letting your attention create a future by default? So, how do you begin to shift the focus of your subconscious? One powerful practice is something I call the quantum focus method. Each night before you fall asleep, close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Then picture the reality you want not as a far-off dream, but as if it's already part of your past, a memory you've lived through. Engage every sense. Feel the emotions in your body, hear the sounds, see the details, and step fully into that version of your life. As you drift towards sleep, repeat to yourself, I am connected to my highest reality. I align with it now. With this simple ritual, you're collapsing possibilities in your favor, just like the observer in the double-slit experiment influences the outcome. The secret is consistency, because when you align with your desired future over and over again, the quantum field begins to respond. Suddenly, you'll start noticing synchronicities, doors opening, and unexpected breakthroughs. Why? Because you're no longer tied to your past. You've entangled yourself with your future. Most people believe reality is rigid, that change takes time, and transformation can only happen slowly, over years. But the truth is, in the quantum world, countless versions of your future already exist at the same time. In one timeline, you're stuck where you are. In another, you've already created the life you dream about. And in yet another, you've stepped fully into the person you were always meant to become. The real question is, which version are you choosing? Whether you realize it or not, your subconscious is making that choice every single moment. But here's the empowering part. You don't have to let it run on autopilot. You have the power to override it. By shifting your frequency, by consciously directing your thoughts and emotions, you can take control of your quantum entanglement, align yourself with the future that was always waiting for you. This is where true transformation begins. You don't attract what you simply wish for, you attract what you already embody. If your subconscious still identifies with struggle, then struggle will be the reality you collapse into. But the moment you choose to embody abundance, success, and freedom as if they are already yours, you create an instant shift. Modern research in neuroscience and quantum physics supports this truth. Your emotions and beliefs set the frequency you operate on. And when you change that frequency, your entire reality begins to change with it. So how do you actually put this into practice? It starts with 3 simple but powerful steps. Step 1. Collapse your old reality. Each day, Take a few moments to release the version of yourself that no longer serves you. Close your eyes, picture that old identity dissolving, and feel the space it creates for something greater. Step 2. Tune into your new frequency. See yourself as already living the life you desire. Feel the emotions right now. Confidence, joy, freedom. Embody them as if they are your present reality. Step 3. Take inspired action. Not from pressure, not from force, but from alignment. Ask yourself, what would the future version of me do today? Then move forward from that place and watch how your reality begins to shift around you. This is exactly how people create what we call quantum leaps. Take Jim Carrey, for example. Long before his fame, he wrote himself a check for $10 million and carried it around, already living in the feeling of that success. Years later, he was paid that exact amount for a movie role. Oprah Winfrey has shared that she felt successful deep within herself long before the world saw it. And countless individuals who have overcome so-called incurable illnesses all share one thing in common. They shifted their inner state so powerfully that their outer reality had no choice but to rise and meet it. The truth is, you are never stuck. Reality is not set in stone. In this very moment, you are already entangled with the future. The only question is it the future you truly desire? Right now, you hold the power to choose. You can stop replaying the old patterns that limit you and begin aligning with the highest version of yourself. And the moment you make that decision, everything starts to shift. Because transformation doesn't wait for tomorrow. It begins the instant you declare it.